Hi there, I'm Christina Brewer and I just got back from Italy and I'm so excited to share with you all my new painting ideas. I started off with this painting I did in gouache of the Amalfi Coast from looking down over the cliff onto a beach. As I demonstrate this painting for you in this video, I will discuss how I traveled in Italy for 2 weeks out of one small backpack. And stay tuned to the end of the video where I'll show you the special way that I fold everything to easily get it in and out of my backpack as needed. This painting is based on a fun day we spent on the Amalfi Coast on our Vespa scooter looking for beaches. We would stop when we could see a beach looking down over the cliffs like this image, but so many were private so we couldn't access them, just only enjoy their scenery from above, which inspired this little gouache painting. I traveled in Italy for 2 weeks with my husband, and it was our goal to each only pack one backpack for this trip. We've been doing this for many years, but have never gone more than 1 week. Here's a picture of my husband carrying both of our backpacks at the train station. You're looking at everything two people brought to Italy for a 2 week trip. Over a decade ago, we learned the benefits of only using carry-ons and packing tips from my flight attendant sister. It was a new freedom to just leave the airport without the baggage carousel stress and waiting period, not to mention the dreaded lost bag. While sitting on the plane at the gate in Italy, we saw a lonely bag lying on the tarmac because it fell off of the baggage train. Hopefully the owner didn't need that bag anytime soon. Yikes. About 6 years ago, they started overbooking planes, and when they ran out of room overhead, they made us Zone 7 boarders check our carry-ons to our final destination, which never made my day, as you can imagine. It blew my whole plan to have my bag with me at all times and make quick exits from the airport. After that happened a few times, I packed a backpack that could fit under the seat in front of me, and I never looked back. Packing this way is all about decision making, like always choosing items that have the most versatility, are more comfortable, and weigh less for carrying around. I always wear my biggest and heaviest items on the plane. Planes are often cold anyway. You have to do research on your location. You have to know the weather, if you'll be doing a lot of walking, always protect yourself from the sun, know the local dress code and any rules you may encounter at the sites you plan to visit. For example, in Italy's churches, you need to cover up your body parts. To maximize versatility, most of my items follow a classic style and color scheme. My shorts, pants, and tops all match each other so I can mix and match. I choose one or two outer layers that match all the tops and dresses, one hat, one purse, and my 2 pairs of shoes all go together. Shoes are important because when you're on a once-in-a-lifetime trip, you cannot let them slow you down. I put careful planning in purchasing high-quality shoes well in advance of my trip so I can break them in. I choose lightweight, space-saving sandals, and I will wear my tennis shoes while traveling. I also remember that it doesn't really matter what you wear on vacation. You only need to make yourself comfortable and happy. I did wear every item about 2 times. We try to look for places that have laundry when we book stays. We rented 3 VRBO flats in Italy, and each had a washer and one had a bonus clothesline. I enjoyed the experience of this clothesline so much that I plan to install one at my house in the springtime. We bought a mini-size laundry detergent and a bottle of sunscreen when we got to Italy since we had limited liquids and carry-ons. Speaking of the liquids, I thought for sure in 2 weeks my tiny liquids would run out, but they never did. I was totally set the whole time. The places we stayed even had clothes irons and hair dryers. You have to remember that the places you travel to have stores too, so if you ever need anything, you can just buy it. Traveling with only a backpack is sometimes comical. The lady checking us into our flight in Italy kept asking us where our bags were. When we went through customs in the US, the guy that interviewed us goes, "You were just traveling out of the country with no bags?" He had a little attitude about it, but was so busy he dropped it right away and let us through. Another person thought we forgot to get our luggage from the carousel. It's so easy to quickly move about. You avoid lots of lines because you're not moving with the herd. I look around and see so many people struggling with all of their luggage, and I wonder what the heck is in all those bags. Our flat in Rome had 81 stairs to get to the door. What if we had huge bags? There's barely any room for bags on the trains. We saw people really struggling with that one. I saw so many people's bags violently bouncing on the cobblestone streets, and I was so glad I was not one of them. Next time you go on a trip, when you're home unpacking your bags, make a pile of the items you couldn't have lived without, and make a pile of the items you maybe didn't need, and ponder, what size bag did you really need? When I did this, the answer was clear. Here's how I get everything into my bag. I lay the first item down in the shape of my backpack, a small rectangle. Then I pile everything on to create the shortest rectangular cube possible. I usually put a sturdier item on the top and bottom. I put my undergarments in the middle of the rectangle. I put my purses in the middle of the rectangle also, and usually put small items in them to not waste the space the purse might take up if it's not flat. Now I take this rectangular cube of clothing and slide it into my backpack. When I get to my destination, I slide it out and then put it back in the same way when I'm done and on the move again. I put my camera, art supplies, liquids, makeup, and chargers in the small outer pockets of the backpack. Even on this trip, as I unpacked my bag when I got home, I had a small pile of clothes I could have left at home. It was still very warm in Italy, and I didn't need any pants or light jackets, and I probably only needed 3 dresses instead of 4. I'll run some photos at the end showing my outfits on the trip so you can see that I wasn't really deprived at all in my wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, and for more videos like this, I'd love it if you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or want more details on my packing process, feel free to leave me a comment. And stay tuned in the future. I plan to add a lot more videos of my Italy trip, some travel tips, as well as painting the beautiful scenery that I captured while I was there. And also, I have a short highlight video of my trip, and I'll link it below in the comments.